Where is your
Forge?
I don't know.
I played the Forge in VR. But I do have to say, it's honestly buns. Anyhow, without further ado, let's continue. So we started Roblox on the VR and we started playing the Forge. And honestly, the menu and everything, it looked fine. It looked pretty cool, honestly. Like, look at this. Like, it looks really awesome. So I was like, yo, maybe I could actually play this. So I spawned in and I looked hideous like always. Looking at players, it looked really funny, trying to greet them and stuff. But honestly, it was really weird and it felt really chopped. So then we had to do like the tutorial quest. And at first glance, I was like, yo, this should be easy, right? The tutorial, oh yeah, let's do it. So we started it and he gave us like a pouch of gold and a bunch of stuff to like start off. But after that, we could reroll our race and we were a human. So eventually we rerolled. But yeah, I do have to say, like, the rerolls were kinda eh. Like, I won my money back. Like, we kept rerolling elves, zombies. Like, it was all buns. It was not worth it. So after that, we kept going to, like, the mines. So we went to, like, mine some rocks for the quest. And I actually had trouble mining. Because, like, I didn't really know how the buttons worked with VR. So I was just, like, screwing around. But I was wondering if I could look inside of the ore to, like, see what's inside of it. So, like, I was trying to, like, hunch over. And I was looking inside of the ore and there was literally nothing. It was just a void and some stone. So yeah, we were just like mining rocks over and over for the quest. And then I tried third person and it didn't look bad, but the gameplay was now even worse than first person. First person is way easier than third person, so I recommend first person. But yeah, we kept mining rocks and stuff and it was a never ending process like usually. Mining for like iron, poop ore. But after a while, it was time to head back to the base, and we had to start forging. Now, I didn't know what to do, so we went back, like usually. And once we got to the forge, I didn't know it was gonna be this hard. But we tried anyway. And I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't know why I was so high up. But eventually, I selected the ores, and I started forging, I guess. I had to press my thumbstick down to like heat up the forge or something like that. It was a quick time event, but nonetheless, it was pretty easy to do. This is the hard part. After that we had to hammer the mold. But after we hammered the mold, there was no like quick time event. So we got like the starting mark and there was no quick time event. So you can't forge on the VR. You can only forge on the PC or I think PS5 or whatever, but not on VR. I even restarted the game again just to see and try if we can forge. So I tried it over and over. There was no quick time event whatsoever. It was not possible. So then we tried to go on our PC. Why doesn't it like let me like do the hammer thing? Let's not panic. Okay, so you have to melt the thing first. Okay, let me see. This is slow, or do I use the... Okay, this is actually slow. Yeah, like... Holy smokes. Yeah, with like a controller, it's way faster. That is one. And now, you have to stay in the... Okay, this is easy. That was easy. And now you have to hammer the thing. And then, go. I don't get those bubbles. What? I don't get those. What? Yeah, I want my money back, bro. Forge, what is this, bro? Okay, we made a doo-doo dagger. Let's make a few weapons and we'll hop back on the VR. After that, we went back into the mines. And we totally didn't look like we were gonna, like, stab anything. So, yeah, we looked like a really nice person. Very trustable too, I would say. After that, we started fighting our first fight. And we were fighting this zombie. And honestly, we were getting cooked. I didn't know how to fight properly with the VR on. But we kept trying and trying. And eventually something pretty bad happened, I guess. We died. So we're buns. So yeah, everything with the VR is basically buns. But we were kinda learning how to like beat enemies. Eventually we beat our first zombie. So we were kinda cooking with VR. Tried fighting third person because we were getting absolutely cooked. It was not doable. And I was in the walls and stuff. It was bad. I was getting ambushed everywhere. But yeah, we were scrapping a bunch with the zombies and trying to complete our first ever tutorial quest, I would say. At least I was cooking a bit, but the gameplay was just horrible. After that we had to forge like 3 more items, so I had to go back on my PC because we couldn't forge on the VR. So we did just that. Then I hopped back on the VR and then logged back in. Did some more rocks in the process. Then we were close to completing the tutorial, enhanced our weapon a bit, slapped some runes on it, went to this grand wizard, got this portal which allows you to travel, and then I finally completed the tutorial quest. Now I do have to say, this experience was buns.